So Parker has returned after a 7th-month absence. We saw him go down in the playoffs last year. But again, the Spurs have been without Kawhi Leonard now for the entire season. He's missed 19 games so far. That being said, the Spurs are 13-7 right now, 3rd place in the Western Conference. Warriors are 2nd right now, FYI, after that loss to the Sacramento Kings last night.
I have no idea how that happened. But okay.
I don't think anyone
Scheduled
does right
loss.
now. Scheduled loss. But real talk, do we still think that the Spurs, once they get to be full strength, with LaMarcus Aldridge, with Kawhi Leonard, with Tony Parker, with Ginobili, with Paul Gasol, are they still the 3rd best team in the West? Are they the 2nd best team in the West? Where do you slot them in the Western Conference?
You ready for my hot take?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Sure. Western Conference is not that good this year.
Whoa, all the beasts are in the Western Conference.
Are we sure? Like
They just haven't figured out their teams yet.
That's what we're going to go with?
That's all.
It's nearly December.
Here's a hot take.
Okay.
They're 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Without their best offensive player and defensive player, which is the same guy, best two-way player in the game. Is he that good?
Yes, he's that good.
Stop it. No,
Okay,
Kawhi
so
going down this.
You're
We're not doing
slandering
that.
Kawhi.
No, what I'm saying is,
no.
if he's
Kawhi
that
Leonard
good
is a saint.
as a Saint, but the team hasn't actually suffered for his loss.
You're telling me the Spurs wouldn't be better than 13-7 right now with Kawhi Leonard in the lineup.
I'm curious to look at the Spurs.
I'm not
sure
letting
it's
you slander
it's
Kawhi
not
Leonard.
But I'm saying if you control the offense and the defense, and you're the impact player, but when you're gone, it has not changed nothing. They're still rolling like they normally do.
So who are you getting all the
So they're
credit to?
picking up the slack.
The
Very well. It
system.
doesn't mean that he's not good.
He's a good player in a great system.
Watch this though.
Go ahead, please.
Watch this though. So if we're taking that same theory, when we did the top 5 point guard debate, your number 1 point guard and Chris Paul, when he was injured with the Clippers and he left, they kind of playing better, especially last season.
They already playing better this year?
Injuries this
Oh,
season.
injuries this season. Injuries this
I'm talking
season.
last season.
I'm talking about now.
All right, so
Oh
then,
my
then it's
God.
Tom Brady, system quarterback.
I don't know.
What?
You don't know until he leaves.
Actually, that's a very interesting discussion that I would be very willing to dive deeper into because I think he is.
But
think
he's
Tom
a
Brady's
great
system
quarterback, period.
I think it's Bill Belichick.
But listen, we're escaping the point. You just said
I'm saying,
Kawhi Leonard.
are they a great defensive team this year?
Who, the Spurs?
Yeah.
Here's my question.
You don't know. You don't know. When was the last time they were not a top 5 defensive team in the last 20 years? You can't say it.
Why are you
They
hating
also
on
had
them
very
for
good
being
defensive
good?
players over the years.
They have decent players
No,
over the years
no.
that play in a great system. They're decent
Tony
players.
Parker's
You're
a-
not calling Tim
Tony
Duncan a
Parker's-
decent
yeah,
player.
Tim Duncan's a Hall of Famer. Tony
Thank you.
Parker's a
but
Hall
what
of
I'm saying
Famer.
is, these guys, were they
Hall of
ever
Famer.
bad defensive players?
No.
No.
Paul Gasol, Hall of Famer.
No, but these guys was never bad defensive players for you to say Kawhi is a great defensive player. See, he's off the team, and they're still great at defense. So what does he actually do
Pop
to
is picking up the
impact?
slack.
As
He averaged 25 and was, again, the
He's a
top-tier
de-
defender against
Bruce Bourne was
Best
Bruce
player.
Bourne was a great defender, but he got his ass torched.
So let me ask you this. So if you take a good defender that's on another team, say you put Paul George on the Spurs, just because he's in the Spurs system,
He would be a great defender.
But that doesn't mean
This
he's not a
system-
great defender already. He's already a great defender. Just because he's in the
but if
system
you-
too does not mean he's
But
not a
that's what
great
I'm saying.
defender.
You isolate Kawhi off his team.
Yeah.
Look at his attributes. Slow, can't move left or right. Has long arms, but he gets beat off the dribble every play. He just recovers because his team is helping. His team stops you. He's there to block you. But off the dribble, he gets beat every single time. That is a bad defender.
All right.
Tony Allen was a great individual defender.
If we're taking that logic, then Kobe was a terrible defender. Well, he's seen those highlights. You crossing him over left and right.
I mean, you're a great defender. If you got Shaq back there, nobody wants to drive.
Okay.
Yeah, but who? Yeah, but,
But
who
I mean,
does
I'm
Kawhi
not-
have back there to help him with rim protection?
You have a team. It's a team system. That's what I'm saying. His
right.
team system is a great defensive team. Like, if there was a bad defensive team, you add him, now they're top 2, I can understand it. But if they're top 3 every year before him, after him, obviously it's not him.
All right, bring it back to Tony Parker, which is the original topic of this segment.
And he-
Steam
What-
coming off
and
of him
I'm
right
just
now.
saying,
Oh my
I just-
God.
I just hate when people just roll with the,
So Kawhi's not a great defender, though.
he's good at what he does. Just help.
Kawhi Leonard.
For the
love you.
record,
I love
nothing
you.
triggers Gilbert like Kawhi Leonard.
Jesus.
No, I'm just saying,
But-
like that that two-way crap is bullshit to me.
But are the Spurs
Like a two-way player that's good is Klay Thompson. He's a great individual defensive player.
Okay, so here's a
Okay, all right. Tony Parker was what we
I
started.
don't know why
talking
you
about
keep
this.
going to Tony Parker.
Because
Who
that's what we
cares
started
about
about this.
Tony
Tony
Parker?
Parker's back, so I
They're
wanna-
going to roll because they have a great system. It doesn't matter if Tony Parker's gone, Kawhi Leonard's gone, Ginobili's gone. They're going to do what they do.
So you're saying
it
the
doesn't
moment,
matter.
so essentially,
This system is good. It's a good system.
so when Pop leaves, that's when everything is going to
Yes.
go down. Okay.
Just like 85
Right.
Bears when what's the name left. That 46
Ditka?
defense, when he left, it shumbled.
Buddy
It's
Ryan.
yeah.
All right, I think we're done here, so let's move it on, Pierce.
Same shit.
I tried.
And he just slandered Tony Parker. He's
Oh
like,
my
who
God.
cares?
I'm
Anyway.
more worried about Kawhi. Kawhi, God, we love you.
It's like D'Antoni in his offense. You put any point guard in there like they did Duhan, and he averaged 13 assists a game.
Need to get Kawhi on the show.
He's in
Systems makes
If we can get 2
players
words out of
sometimes,
him.
people.
Gilbert, I wish you talked more, you know?